And welcome. We are the Strong and Chatty Chicks. We chat about women's health and fitness, and we aim to inspire and empower one chat at a time. I am Yvonne Alonso. I am a personal trainer of 17 years and a plant-based nutritionist.
And I'm Paula Headley. I have 20 years experience as a medical scientist, and I'm a public health expert.
We are going to be talking about body ideals and image distortion, particularly how it affects many women, but also our own journeys with this.
Yeah, I think we'll focus probably quite a bit on our own experiences here, but I suspect that the vast majority of women have at least at some point in their life felt some kind of way about their body that was kind of either given to them from the outside or kind of something that they've adapted to some kind of social pressure.
This episode might be triggering for some.
Yeah.
But what we're hoping is that by talking about it, we can learn to identify some things that are triggering for us and hopefully help us heal some parts of ourselves.
Yeah, and I think also just to kind of give us a vocabulary to maybe talk about it more and to kind of take some of the bite out. You know, I think that for me, one of the things which I find really distressing is that feeling uncomfortable in your own body. And I'm pretty strong. Like, you know, we've been working out together for 8 years and I'm strong, so I feel like my body is doing all of the things that I want it to do. Like I want it to lift a heavy weight, and it lifts that heavy weight.
And you're healthy.
And I'm healthy, you know, other than my endometriosis, but that's got nothing to do with my weight. But I still have this kind of struggle with how my body looks, and I don't feel that I deserve that. So when we first started working out 8 years ago, I was overweight then, and then we worked out because I wanted to lose weight. That's what I came to you for, which we succeeded, like yay, lost all of that weight. But along the way, I kind of discovered that I actually really liked working out. I really liked weightlifting, and I really liked that feeling of getting stronger. And my focus shifted to kind of, you know, more PRs, lifting heavier and heavier. We had like some like pull-up goals and stuff like that. And then kind of my health issues sort of have kind of gotten into the way, and now I've put on more than the weight that I started. And along that journey, I have had to come to terms with the fact that this is my body. And that's hard, right? It's hard when you've had this sense that your value is tied to how small you are, right? And of course, I'm the one who tied that value to my body, but like not without external influence.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, so you have this kind of value sense in this very small body, and as your body gets bigger, you lose some of that sense of value. And like one of the things that I'm now coming to terms with is that what I want, like I said, is to be healthy at 80. I don't care if I'm a bigger 80-year-old. I just want to be healthy, happy, fit at 80, right? So I can be in a larger body as long as that larger body is not kind of what's causing me any kind of health issues. And right now it isn't. So the kind of the realization for me was that the mental health burden of trying and failing to lose weight was far worse for my health than just accepting the body I was in and dealing with my actual health issues, which are my endometriosis, right? Like by not having that burden, I am better. I am healthier.
Yeah.
Right?
And happier. And you're actually enjoying the journey, right? Because it really is about enjoying the journey. Like starting your fitness journey, it's sad if your only goal is that number on the scale. Because it really is something that should be your lifelong friend. That you enjoy that ritual of either whether it's going to the gym or what other activity that you like to do, running, horseback riding, whatever you're into, but that you enjoy that ritual and that it's part of your me time and
it's part of your self-care.
And that, you know, mental health process. I have never been an overweight person. My weight has fluctuated like most women throughout my life. I used to compete in bikini fitness where I weighed nothing. Like
you were so lean.
I was so lean. I was so tiny. I weighed maybe in my competition weight maybe around 48 kilos.
Yeah, you were super, super lean.
I was super lean.
Yeah.
But I still felt fat at certain parts of my comp prep.
What?
I remember specifically looking at like my weigh-in photos.
What?
When
That's
I
wild.
had like, and I'm talking about where I was down to like 12%
I was gonna say there was
fat.
like no fat on you.
I was so lean. I was working out twice a day like competitors do. I was on a super strict.
I remember I was your client for one of them. Yeah.
I was on a meal plan. Like and I'd been competing for 4 years. So throughout these 4 years, like, there's very few times where I remember looking at the mirror and actually being super satisfied with what I saw.
I mean, that's just absurd.
Yeah. And like, I look at pictures of myself like today, like from back then, and I'm like, what?
But this is it. That like you're the way you perceive your body is not the way your body is. Ever. I don't think.
And it's because some judge said something like, your thighs are too big, or your glutes are too big for bikini fitness. And the thing is, like, I
mean, of course, Latina. You're up there to be judged, right?
Yeah.
Like, but oh my God.
But I am, you know, Latin. So obviously I do have thighs. I do have a booty compared to, you know,
I was Scandinavian. Girls,
I live in Copenhagen. So of course my fellow competitors were Scandinavian. They do not have the Latina body. So I felt like a square, like
in a round hole.
Trying to fit, you know. And I remember really trying to force myself to be smaller and smaller. Like,
that's crazy.
And fortunately I stopped, right? Because I got frustrated with, like, I don't feel that I should be judged on whether I am a certain body shape. It should be my symmetry.
Exactly.
And it should be, am I conditioned?
Exactly.
It should be overall and not just some ideal of this one bikini
which is just not your body shape at all.
Yeah, because there are so many different types of competitors across the world, and not everybody is shaped exactly the same.
Just so many different kind of body shapes, like in any event, like in men and women, of course, but you know, like this idea that there should just be one ideal. And I can understand, obviously, within this you are competing in a means to be judged, but like they know that women's bodies come in different shapes. Like they do know that you can't train down narrower hips, right? Like you can't change your skeleton.
Yeah, your structure, you know, right? Like, it's just like, I can't shave off that bone. Like, that's just who I am. And I kind of felt it's almost an impossible thing to really know what you're showing up.
Even in a competitive environment where you have a specific goal, you can be put in a position where you have met your goal and still be made to feel worth less, not worthless, but worth less than other women, despite having all attained the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that that's preposterous.
Yeah, and I mean,
like it's one thing to go out for a competition and to lose, but it's another thing to go out to a competition and be told that actually your body just isn't.
It isn't what we're looking for. It's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's hard, right? And then I feel that is pretty much what women face every day.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe not quite as extreme.
Yeah. But in some level, you're looking at your social media and you're getting the message that you're receiving is that you're not fit enough, you're not, you know, pretty enough, you're not small enough, you're not, whatever the ideal is at that moment, you are not that. Yeah. And I think one of the things that, like, we keep coming back to, like, for example, those triggers, like, is your mental health and your physical health are one and the same.
Yeah. You have one body, and all of it should be happy, healthy, fit. And if you are giving up your mental health in the pursuit of some kind of physical endeavor, then you need to find the right balance there, because there's one thing if you're a professional athlete, like you've just spoken, then you're going to be giving up quite a lot because you have this very specific goal.
And it's for a short period of time.
And if you are coached correctly and you have the right kind of support, you can kind of come through that relatively unscathed, one would hope.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that and you're giving up your mental health for the sake of fitting into a pair of jeans that you fit into once when you were a teenager, like, really think about that. Like, really think about what you are giving up for this prize. If you're looking at these kind of influencers online and they're kind of lean all the time, no, they're not lean all the time. They've just taken a lot of photographs when they were lean. That is not a full-time attainable thing. And if you have to give up all joy,
building some healthy habits.
Yeah, this is key.
Yeah, building healthy habits are so much more important than a number on a scale.
Totally.
Still being able to be social without restricting yourself and isolating yourself because, I can't eat that or I can't enjoy that.
Yeah.
I mean, your mental health is not going to thrive on that. And I can attest to that because that you do isolate yourself a lot.
For competition,
when you're competing. Of course, you have to be in the right mindset. At the end of the day, I would say, of course, when I did it, I'm glad I did it, but I am much happier now where I have a much
normal
healthier
connections.
Yeah, I have normal connections. I can go out and eat with friends if I want to.
Yeah. Without punishing yourself or without
exactly
having some kind of other consequence. And I think everybody has at least one friend who will come out to dinner but won't eat anything.
Yeah. Or says, oh, I'm going to do like 2 hours of cardio tomorrow for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, don't go to the gym to punish yourself. Go to the gym to reward yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to build a strong, fit, healthy body long term.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fitness, like in terms of your health, building healthy fitness habits, building healthy food habits, building healthy sleep habits. These are things that you should focus on, and they should be easy to focus on once you kind of put down that kind of connection or that shackle to your scale, right? Like those things get in your way of building healthy habits.
Absolutely. It's a heavy mental load to always be thinking like that.
Yeah.
I mean, for many years after my competition days, I literally always thought about the calories that I was consuming, because that's how I lived, right? I weighed everything was down to the gram and to the macronutrients and everything. It took me a long time to stop deconstructing food like that in my mind,
because that was the habit that you had built. So of course, like, that habit now exactly needs to be deconstructed. You know, like, you can't just stop doing it. You have to kind of replace it with something,
exactly,
and try and kind of like angle your way out into some kind of more healthy, kind of more natural, normal habit, right?
Yeah, and to trust myself that I will make the right decisions for myself and for the goals that I want.
Yeah.
Like, I want to stay healthy at a healthy body weight, at a healthy body fat percentage.
Yeah.
It's also what I do for a living. So I feel like I need to walk the walk,
yeah,
and not just talk the talk.
Yeah, exactly.
But I actually do enjoy eating that way, and I do enjoy training this way. So it really was a journey. I mean, I feel very fortunate that I didn't come out with a major eating disorder.
Yeah.
Right? I did come up with some eating disorder, because it's not normal to always be sitting there and looking at your food and thinking, oh, that has this much
running
many calories.
Those calculations,
in the back of your mind all the time, and then feeling guilty about what you ate and stuff like that. It's taken me a long time to just eat the cookie.
And
enjoy it.
Yeah.
And just be like, that's fine. And to not go to the gym the next day and go like,
I have to burn the cookie.
I have to burn out the cookie. No. I feel like at the end of the day, for all the strong chatty chicks out there to know that they are beautiful as they are.
Yeah. Their value is not tied to the size of their waist.
Mm-hmm. And that even though, of course, it's very hard to override all the things that you're getting told by social media, whether it's like your parents or your grandparents or somebody else, a toxic boyfriend or something, telling you that you don't look the way that you're supposed to look.
Or the way you used to look.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
You can fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Exactly. But I mean, you know, maybe don't tell them to fuck off. But in the back of your head, you can at least say to yourself, this is none of your fucking business. You know, like, it's your body and you're the one who has to live in it. And I think that everybody listening, you need to kind of advocate for yourself in every space that you are in. And I think to be a woman in any kind of space, you are somehow, for whatever reason in modern society, inviting some kind of comment about your presence there. You know, whether you're pretty, you're small, you're big, you're whatever it is,
clothes, whatever.
Somebody is likely to feel that they can, probably an older man, is likely to comment on something about your appearance, and you need to be able to just go, yeah, okay, that's
inappropriate.
That's inappropriate of you, and I really don't give a shit. So yeah, definitely kind of advocate for yourself in whatever space you're in whatever body you're in, right? Like, you have every right to be there. Your value and worth is not tied to what these people think of your body, or even really at this point what you think of your body. And that's kind of a relationship that you need to work on healing, not the rest of society, right?
Yeah. Thank you for listening, guys. Join us next week when we continue the conversation about body image. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Tell your friends, share it with them if you enjoyed the episode. Follow us on Instagram at Strong Chatty Chicks. Stay strong.
Stay chatty.
Bye.
Bye.